Welcome back to Motoros. Now today I'm going to be showing you guys how to mount your action camera onto your helmet. Now the helmet that I'm using is actually an LS2 breaker, and this kind of helmet actually has a problem with the common chin mounts that you can purchase online, you know, Telesin, and all of the generic chin mounts. The reason being is because it doesn't have much space where you can actually mount the camera. So as you can see, there's just that little space where you can mount, or you can, you know, stick on a chin mount. This portion right here actually is moving because that's the air vent. Now this design, as you can see, is actually protruding, so it would be hard to use a Telesin strap-on mount onto this type of helmet. Now before I did try using this J mount, actually, you know, just placed a piece of rubber at the bottom that can accommodate that ridge in front of the air vent. So I used to have it mounted like that, but the problem is it's very unstable, and eventually it just, you know, fell off. Fortunately I was able to catch it when it, you know, fell off. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, it's really raining hard at the moment, so hopefully you can still hear my audio. So there you go. So this I'm going to be replacing with this curved mount that actually came with the SJ8 camera. Now I still cannot place this in front of the helmet like that because it would be unstable. So instead I'm going to be placing it here on the side of the helmet. So this is a bit more stable as compared to just placing it in front. It would be offset here on the side. It's a much more stable position for the mount. So this is where I'm going to be placing it. Okay, and I'll show you guys how to assemble the rest of the mount. Okay, so we'll do that. Now for this mount, for this type of mount, you will be needing 4 of these mounting arms. Now I have a bunch of these lying around. You know, you would actually get 3 pieces of this if you purchase the SJ8 Pro. You will get, you know, 3 pieces in 3 different configurations and 3 different lengths. Now the reason why I have 3 similar length arms is because I have a bunch of these lying around from my previous purchases for the SJ5000, and I also bought several other accessories in the past for my action camera, including the one for Sony. So I have a bunch of these, fortunately, and I'm going to be using that to mount this this SJ8 Pro onto my helmet. So the first thing that you need is to get one of these longer arms, okay, and mount that like so. So make sure that this side, okay, make sure that this side of the arm is actually towards the inside of the mount, because you will be placing the screw, and this part of the screw will be protruding, and you can't really mount it on the side if it's the other way around. So this would actually hit the side of the helmet, so it has to be facing outward, so you can let this arm sit flush to the side of the mount. Okay, now this will be temporary because I'm going to be purchasing an ordinary nut or screw without the handle, so it would actually sit flush and you won't see anything protruding from the side of the arm. Okay, so I'm going to be doing that for the rest of these 3 arms, except this one. I'm going to be keeping this one because it would go directly onto the waterproof case of SJ8. And of course you would want to have a handle for this, since you will be removing this from time to time to check on your footage to see if you still have battery or to see if your camera is still recording. So the rest of these I will be replacing. I'll probably purchase that and vlog that tomorrow, or if the weather permits. Because right now it's really raining hard outside. So again, going back, you just mount the first arm and secure that with a screw. Next you have this. It's a bit snug. Now you don't want to actually tighten this yet, since you will be moving the arm, to make sure that you have the camera properly angled before you actually tighten it completely. Okay, now you have the third arm. Again, screw that into place, but don't tighten the screw yet. No, you just place it there so they won't fall off. And then arm number 4. So this is how you will be placing there you have it. So you'll be placing that on the side of your helmet like so. I think this is the one that doesn't screw all the way in. Let's use a different one here. Fortunately I have a spare. Okay. And we're ready to mount.
아니에요, 잠깐만.
So we'll be placing it on the side of the helmet like that. Now for this I'm using the curved mount that comes with the SJ8 Pro box. Now when you position the camera, make sure that the lens of the camera is actually situated at the center line of your helmet. See that ridge, or the center of your helmet's chin mount. Now some of the vloggers or some of the other video vloggers that I've watched or have seen, they actually position the camera right there at the center, but since the design of most of the action cameras nowadays, the lens actually is situated on the side of the camera, so you're not really getting the center view of whatever it is that you're shooting. So I would recommend that you actually place the lens at the center of your helmet. So this would mean that the camera itself, or the rest of the body of that camera, would be situated on there on the side of the helmet, as you can see. Okay. Again, it's all up to you if you want to position the camera like that, centered, and then the lens would be slightly offset to the side of your helmet. And if you're okay with the video that's being shot, then that's fine by me. Again, it's all up to you. It's just a suggestion. So I would prefer to actually position it this way, Again, the camera would be slightly off to the side, but at least the lens would be centered. Okay. There you go. Side. So I think we're ready to mount. Let's set that aside here. Now the next step would be, of course, to clean your helmet. Make sure that the side of the helmet where you'll be sticking the mount on is actually clean and free from dust and oil. Okay, so we're going to do that. I have a cleaning solution here. You can use isopropyl alcohol. Clean your helmet, that's fine. You can purchase a helmet cleaning kit, that's fine as well. But don't use ethyl alcohol because it's a bit too harsh. It's gonna ruin your helmet's finish. Now my helmet actually has a sticker, an LED sticker on it. And unfortunately, if I stick this here, you will see that would cover the LED sticker partially. But unfortunately, there's no other position or place on the helmet where I can actually mount this action camera mount. So I'm gonna have to compromise and mount it on this portion of the helmet. As you can see, it covers a bit of the LED, and I know it would have some issues in terms of this sticker peeling off, from all the weight that's actually resting on it, and the force of the wind when you're riding on a motorcycle, especially at higher speeds. There is a possibility that this would actually fly off because that's not sturdy enough. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take precaution, and I'm gonna be attaching a tether to my camera, so if ever this falls off, it's not gonna fall all the way to the ground and probably get busted. So it would just be hanging from my helmet. So I'm gonna place a tether. I'll probably use a sturdy rope, or unfortunately it doesn't come with a tether, but we'll see. I'll try to do something to make sure that the camera would be secured on the side of the helmet. So let's try sticking. I'm going to be using this curved mount. As you can see, it's a bit curved compared to this one. This one is not, it's actually flat. This one works best on flat surfaces, of course, like the hood of your car if it's flat, or your surfboard. But this is a bit more appropriate for the side of my helmet. I just have to peel that off. There you go. There. And make sure that it sits. Just reposition my arm. And try to make sure that you guys can see it on the camera. And I'm trying to make sure that it's in the right position, or the mount is in the right position before I actually stick it in, because once it makes contact, then that's it. You can no longer move it. Now, you just have to apply pressure, even pressure, and make sure that it sticks to the surface. There, you just have to press real hard. Press all the corners and the sides. of the mount to make sure that it sticks there and that it stays in place at least for, you know, a few months, I guess, until you need to replace the sticker. Although I think it's a 3M sticker, but hey, I purchased a 3M sticker to actually attach my previous mount, but it still fell off. So nothing is really 100% you know, safe. So you have to make sure that you secure your camera by attaching a tether. I think I still have a paracord. I'll probably be using a paracord since it's black, you can easily conceal it, and it's a bit more dependable in terms of, you know, its tensile strength. So even if this falls off, you would still have, you know, the camera tethered to the helmet. So I'll probably attach it to the strap of the helmet. I think that's not gonna go anywhere, at least for now. Now, as you can see, the camera is actually situated, centered. Okay, now I want to make sure that the lens of the camera is actually at the center of the helmet. So we will adjust the arms. So the good thing with, you know, this type of setup is that it's very, you can easily articulate the arms to make sure that it's centered. I think that's the center. Now you want to make sure that the screen or that the camera itself is tilted up a bit, because if you look at the camera on the side, most of the time you would see cameras tilted or attached to the camera like that. But the thing is, when you're wearing the helmet, it's normally tilted forward. So if you keep the camera in that same angle, your viewers won't be seeing the road. Instead, they would just be looking at probably the tank or the gauge of your motorcycle. So you make sure that your camera is actually tilted up like that, so that when you're wearing the helmet, you can see the road, or you can still show your viewers the road that you are traveling on. Okay, now you can always tilt it downwards if you want to check if you're still recording. And the good thing about the SJ8 Pro series is that it has a dual screen, so you can see just by looking at the side mirror of your motorcycle, you can see if you're still recording, because you would see the numbers running. Let's attach the screw. Tighten this. Okay, and that's how you attach your action camera to your helmet for your moto vlogging setup. Okay, so I'm going to be testing this out, see to see the video quality and the audio quality of this new camera that I got, and I'll show you guys, or share with you guys, the video of my first official moto vlog. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Don't forget to like the video, hit subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you guys will be notified every time I have a new moto vlog on my channel. So again, peace out. Thanks for watching.
And why the riders are doing that, because I've been in the same situation every time I'm on my motorcycle. That's how powerful the engine is on this motorcycle. Now, what did I name this bad boy?